What? No. No. Oh.
Hi, we're Jackie and Michael, and we're exploring the rivers and canals of Britain on our 57-foot narrowboat Border Reiver. We'll show you what it's like to live day to day on a narrowboat, and we'll arrive in some beautiful places next to the water. We go and explore the areas we've moored at for the night, and we'll take you with us.
We're off, Captain, but we're crewless today. Perfect.
Someone call an Uber?
Taxi stop.
Nearly hit a wide beam when it's a breeze.
I think you've done really well.
And nearly flooded the boat, apart from that.
No, we didn't nearly flood the boat. That was the girls that nearly did that. Oh yeah.
Here we are.
Sun's gone back home, so a bit sad today.
Yeah, sad.
But just moving down, need to wind, turn the boat round and fill up with water.
Yeah.
And then we'll just head a bit back the way that we're opposite way to where we're going now. So yeah, no, we won't be going far. Maybe a couple of locks in a couple of hours.
That wasn't confusing.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's nobody on the water point. It's time for you to do the lock, Mrs.
It is. Okay. Aye, aye, Captain.
She never takes orders usually.
I might do today. I'll see how I'm feeling. I feel like I've walked up and down this road loads of times because we had to park the car right down the other side of the main road. So we've walked up and down. Anyway, I better get on with my duties, otherwise Captain will be telling me off. You can just see the gate paddle there. It's just about to disappear underwater, just there. It's gone now. Just filling the lock up. I was just saying to Michael, we pull onto the water point bow first and then reverse back into the winding hole, or whether we wind and then reverse onto the water point. So I'm going to get him to just have a look when we're in the lock. He can just walk down because it's literally just over my shoulder, and we'll make a decision on what's the best thing to do, because there are a couple of boats moored just before the water point, and one of them's there's two boats moored side by side, so it's just cutting down the amount of space that we've got to wind, but I think it'll be absolutely fine.
The water point?
Water point's beyond these boats.
On the other side of them?
Yeah. I was going to just walk down and double check, but I think we're better winding and then reversing, because our bow will then be closer to the water point. You'll notice, apart from the really, really pretty lock houses there's also a life buoy, so if anybody were to go in, you could throw that in and save them basically. So it's good to see these on the canal. So we saw those two boats come past us earlier. The one was towing the other one, the ones that you can see, the lovely old-fashioned narrow boats. But on the other side of it is a GRP, which I'll show you in a second, and they're just on the water point, but Michael's saying it shouldn't pose him a problem at all. So there it goes. It's going to wind. Oh, I see where he's trying to wind. Oh, right, okay, yep. Bit of bow thruster. Yeah, so that's not too bad. So these are the two beautiful old boats I was telling you about. Look at that. That's stunning. Yeah. And all that would have been used, that section there would have been used to carry cargo in the old days. There'd be no living accommodation in there. A lot of them now have been converted to have living accommodation. Right, so just got down here. Michael's saying he's grounded at the bow. So we're hoping he's going to pivot on that. Fortunately, he didn't go into that with the engine. He went in with the bow. Yeah, I think he's going to be all right. Yeah, so.
I've been that grounded because the front is just on a bit of a sandbank, so
oh, right.
Forward against it, all it's doing is pivot in the background.
Oh, right. Yeah, so Michael's just saying that he's grounded a little bit on the bow, and it's actually helping the boat to pivot round. I think that's quite a natty little manoeuvre there. Yeah, that's actually worked out okay. So water point is just to my right now. Yeah. You must have felt the bow of the boat just sort of stop. It'll just stick. Yeah, so it's quite a tight space, that. Just put the windlass down and I'll show you the water hole in a second. Yeah, alternatively we probably could have winded over there, but that's obviously, I think it's their mooring over there. But no, he's doing alright. Yep. It'll come back now. Hopefully the bow of the boat's not stuck. We're not stuck, are we? We're not stuck.
No, not stuck.
I know it's cheeky, but that bow thruster does come in handy. Definitely. And that's the water point there. And that's what the rear buttons are for, to gently kiss something whilst protecting the rudder, because that's the furthest most part of the boat, or the furthest back most part of the boat. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Job's a good one, as they say in Yorkshire, I think. Certainly somebody please correct me if that's not a Yorkshire phrase. And in this instance, my job is a really simple one. I've just got to take his rope when he gives it to me. So I've not had much to do here. Captain will tell me when he's ready. It's all filled up. About half an hour it took to fill up. It was 4 days since we'd last filled up, but I think because we'd had guests on board, Scott and Claire, you obviously use more water, don't you? So Michael's just going to come into the lock now. There's another boat just come through the lock. Just had a chat with a nice guy, and he's going to wait for us to come in the lock before he moves. You can just see he's just moored there, and then we'll probably cruise for about half an hour, I think, and find somewhere to moor. And then Michael's cooking some food. Yay! I'm hungry now. This is a little location, this. That's the pub we were in with Scott and Claire the other day. Beautiful canal side gardens, and amazing. That's actually probably got to be an impressive tree. Weeping willow. Yeah, very impressive actually. I've not mentioned an impressive tree for ages. Alright, Captain. Is that push? Remember? You and Scott had the push. Captain's just told me off. I was a little bit whacked into that lock. Yesterday when we came through these locks with Scott and Claire, there was a lot of water rush. Yeah, there was a lot of water rush from underneath, and it created quite a lot of turbulence for the boats. So I've said to Michael just to take it really steady. Stop there. Yeah, I've asked him if he could just take it really steady, because we got pushed around quite a lot yesterday. Yeah, like that. Yeah, there's quite a lot of turbulence underneath. Yeah, you can just see that there. It's just pushing me straight over to the other side of the lock. So he's going to go over and just open the paddle on the other ground, paddle on the other side, just to sort of equal it out. You can feel the water keeps wanting to drag the boat to the front. Yeah, you can feel it almost sucking the boat to the front of the lock. Yeah, that's really interesting that the boat just keeps wanting to go to the front of the lock, so I'm having to put the boat in reverse quite a lot. So this is Aston Lock. It'd be interesting if anybody's had any other experiences of this one. It's lock number 3, Aston Lock. Drop us a comment below if you've had the same experiences, because I think the next lock's going to be the same as well. Just opening the gate paddles now. Not a bad view though, is it? Give me a push off. Oh, you're going straight through it. Oh, it's going straight through it. Oh, no. No. Oh. Oh, you're going straight through it. Oh, it's going straight through it. Oh, no, no. Right, so I said to him, there's 2 huge, great big clumps of weed, and he's just gone ploughed straight through the first one with the whole boat. Has it come out the other end? So Michael just ploughed straight through the first one. Oh, no, no. And because he only saw this one, yeah, and the other one went straight under the boat. There we go. So he's missed that one quite successfully. Would you like to explain yourself? Oh, there's 2 clumps of weed there, and you absolutely annihilated the first one. You can just see it further back down the canal. Yes, what have you to say for yourself? Case for the prosecution?
In my defence, my lord, I didn't see the first one because it was disguised as a lump of weed. And I was looking out for a lump of weed. And I had my eyes focused on the second lump of weed and missed the first lump of weed, Your Honour.
Oh, it absolutely just went right under the boat.
No damage done though, Your Honour. So, whilst it might only be mitigation, not defence, I would say that I should come off with a lesser sentence.
I'll determine your sentence later.
Have I got to eat? Are you going to eat more dinner than me then? Have I got small portions tonight?
I think I'm going to send you to the dungeon.
Bao buns for dinner tonight.
Oh yeah. Which way are you going?
Bao buns and yeah, and street food.
Oh.
Whatever next.
Like it.
Yeah, bao buns with coleslaw and pork, shredded pork bao buns with coleslaw and hoisin sauce. Oh, I've been attacked by flies. And yeah.
Wedgies.
Wedgies.
Like wedgies.
Yeah.
Good. Well, that you might just have escaped your sentence.
Yeah, just by feeding the judge.
Yeah, and the crew.
And the crew. Are you judge and crew?
I am, absolutely.
It's a good job you're an executioner as well.
We're in search of somewhere to moor, so I've got off the boat and I'm just going to be the advance party checking it out. Yeah, so we're moored, that's it. Look at all this lovely quietness going off. Perfect. So we've done a cruise for about an hour. Couple of locks, or 3 locks, because we did the same one twice, and yeah, that's perfect. So we put dinner on while we were cruising, as Michael was saying to you, so that's it, we're stopped now. So might be a cheeky glass of white wine or something, or no, it might be red wine, because we're having red meat, which we don't often eat, but we are. So yeah. Bao buns for dinner with a nice glass of red.
It's always really sad when you see a boat like that,
Yeah,
that's
really.
Obviously been on fire.
My grief, that is so strong. I must have done a bad job. He's taken the tiller straight away. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us.
Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.